Back on Daytime, of course, we are not out of the woods yet when it comes to cold weather in Alabama. And joining me this morning is Dan Pahos. He is from Home Instead Senior Care, and they are one of our regular contributors here. Welcome again to Daytime. It's good to have you with us again.
Pleasure to be here.
We want to talk a little bit about some of the challenges that seniors face in coping with colder weather. And I know one of the issues is that, of course, as we grow older, we sort of lose the ability to generate the heat that we need to generate to stay healthy, don't we?
Yes, and that's one of the hidden risks that most people, especially the adult children, don't understand that their parents are at risk for. It's called hypothermia, which means, as you mentioned, the body as it gets older has a difficult time generating the heat that's required to maintain the temperature. And that can cause problems.
So a lot of people that deal with the elderly sometimes say they're always complaining that they're cold, that they're not warm enough. And, you know, some of us tend to kind of maybe blow that off a little bit, but we should take that seriously because it's literally true, isn't it?
Yes, the American Heart Association says hypothermia is one of the biggest reasons for heart attacks, which of course is a big killer for senior adults.
They really are cold all the time. So what are the kinds of things that we can do for our elderly folks that might solve that problem or at least help make it better?
Well, a couple things come to mind. Obviously, to take care of mom or dad with their health. Keep them hydrated. Most people think when it's cold, I don't want to drink too much, but it's great to have some hot tea.
Right.
So hydrate. Obviously, make sure they're eating well and have enough energy to maintain that internal temperature.
And now communication is important, and one of the things you have listed here is building a network around them, people that they can get in touch with and people that will check on them regularly.
Correct. Nothing better than having building a village type of thing.
Right.
So make sure that mom's plugged in and has neighbors, church members that can kind of check in if you're out of town. If you're in town, of course, it's easier, but you want to make sure that mom is warm, especially the World War II generation tends to want to keep that thermostat cold.
Yeah.
And that, you know, can be something that's a concern as well.
And you mentioned the thermostat. Always a good idea when you go by to visit. Check the thermostat, see what it reads, because again, that elderly person may not be able to feel how cold it really is.
And it's important just not to listen to mom or dad on the phone. Go and check on mom and dad, see what they're actually doing, because they may say one thing on the telephone, but another when you get there.
And check the cupboards, make sure there's plenty of food, because keeping nourished is also important. Right?
Yeah, make sure the cupboards are full and make sure that there's energy you know, in the food that they're going to eat, and make sure they're eating on a regular basis. So it's just common sense things. A lot of times we tend to forget those, especially when it gets cold.
So stay in touch. Those are the important things, right?
Yes, stay in touch.
All right, if people want more information about how to care for the elderly, especially when it comes to weather-related issues, where can they go for more info?
Well, we have posted on our website some cold weather facts at our website, homeinstead.com/BHAM. B-H-A-M.
All right, want to make sure people steer their way there. Thanks so much, Dan, for being with us, and look forward to working with you more in talking about how to care for our senior folks.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you being here, and Daytime will be right back. Stay with us.